Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be discussing the morality of Eren's actions, and I'm going to start with a question, a rhetorical question or an actual one. Is what Eren is doing, is it truly wrong? And the short answer is yes, 100%. Looking at it objectively, look at the facts. Genocide is wrong. It doesn't matter the context, it doesn't matter anything. There's nothing that can justify it. And I mean nothing that can just justify that type of response to any situation. But this is Attack on Titan that we're talking about, and they always ask you to reconsider things, to check things. And I'm going to bring in place the character of Gabi. And this is a show that is seriously trying to make me reconsider Gabi, because I think Gabi is trash and she's trash, and that seriously trying to make me reconsider. No, consider the context in what she has been raising, consider what she has been brought up with, consider the propaganda and all those things. And I was like, I look at her warrior class, her, Falco, and the other people. Amongst all of them, she's the only one who is as bloodthirsty as all of them. First of all. Second of all, that literature is a vicious killer, very vicious, and all she needs is just a justification to do this. Why do I say that? Because when we meet her in Paradise, and I've already said this thing in the past, when we meet her in Paradise, she is very, in the opening episode where Theo Maga wants to send a wave of Eldians and suicide bombers, but she intervenes. I think that okay, she's doing something good, but in that place, what she does to the guards of the Middle East Alliance, she tricks them because she's a child. She undresses to look vulnerable while she's holding a gun, so she tricks them, knowing that the people will not openly open fire on a child, even though they're on the battlefield, and then uses that fact to kill them in cold blood. Such psychopathy cannot be taught. It's something that is within her, and you see in our family. Even Reinhardt is also very incompetent and stupid. So this show is really telling me that no, that rather than judge her quickly, I should sit down, consider her actions, consider the context in which she was and everything. And they're really shoving down the message down her throat that no, it's not her fault, blah blah blah. And even in the latest episode of season when she goes and saves the family, this thing, they start seeing her as Sasha and all those things, which is very annoying. So if the show is seriously asking me to consider Gabi's action in a different light, I'm also going to use that same lens with Eren, and I can apply all of the teams, because they are with Eren, and even now with the other people, they're just going to say no, genocide is wrong, and I agree. But we should have some consistency in how you apply the whole moralism, because if Gabi is truly like students to change as a person, she should stop being a soldier. But she's still there going and sniping people left, right, and center without it. She recently killed Flock. And she snipes people left, right, and center without anything. And does she really care about? She cares about, and does she really care about human life that way? Because in the latest episode, when Colonel Maga dies, she actively mourns him, and that's it. She's mourning somebody who used to use Eldians as suicide bombers, just discard their life anyhow. Even though Magat was not doing it out of malice, it was just his job. But the context, and so using her, considering the fact that the world, and Eren is not really being smart about it. I'm going to make a video someday about how everybody misuses the founding Titan. But even though Eren is not really using this thing very well, his actions are justifiable, and that is the funniest thing. His actions are justifiable, and it is more justifiable than the people want to go and stop him. Because I like to look forward. I've already started with Gabi. Every other person else, they're acting out of self-interest. Annie doesn't want her father to be killed. Mikasa wants to do whatsoever with Eren. Armin is still useless. The only selfless person amongst the Malay Eldian Alliance, the only really selfless person there is Zhang, because Zhang's position in the government would have been assured. He would have had everything he wanted. So he's the one who is risking it, the one with the highest to lose. Everybody else, they're just doing whatever and they're just doing it for their own self. They have their own self-interest at stake. Zhang really wants to do this because he wants to stop it. And again, I'll come back to the point where it says it should be consistent with the way it applies with its looks to morality, because it cannot really be asking us as an audience, and Gabi is really being ham-fisted through her throat as an audience. I know Gabi's questions are be excusable, and so the audience will immediately apply those same arguments to the Jägeris. And even though the Jägeris are literal Nazis, not literal, but there are a lot of similarities to them. There's just something about it, because they're acting out of self-preservation. The object themselves is just something about them that people can easily justify, and they can easily justify the Jaegers and Eren's actions more than the people who are going to stop them. Because I don't know, Mikasa doesn't care about human life, and if you think I'm lying, just look back at her actions. Just this episode, how she was killing the people of killing the Jaegers, and go to further episodes where she was not having any problems with Eren making suicide charges just to go and save Eren. And even Eren too, he's dissing his current behavior is a bit out of character, because Eren has always cherished human life and has always felt guilt. And when after the scouts, after most of the scouts perished to save him, he was feeling a lot of guilt that was weighing him down. So as to conclude what I was saying, yes, the rumbling is bad and genocide is bad, but because the show tries to be clever with its views on morality and how it does it, their actions are easily understandable. You really see, and I really see, and I'll not just see, I really see and understand why people gravitate towards the Jaegers and their cause. And I'll not just call those people Nazis, because of the way the show has been training the audience to think and the way the show is presenting its ideas. Anyway, do you agree with my comments? If you disagree, let me know, and I'll see you in another one. Peace.